Now keep that where you want it to be now. So bring the power back right here. Bring that back to about 2,400 RPMs. Just bring it back. And all that time you're doing that, you want to make sure the airplane is level. Remember, we were going to be at 25. You just failed your test. I'm kidding. But the examiner looks to see, can you control altitude? And we'll worry about that later. Right now, this is fine. Okay, we feel this pressure. Now I want you, that's nose down. Now look up here. See, it says nose down this way, like you're throwing it out the window. So reach up, hold this, and feel the pressure go away as you turn that wheel.
I'm sorry, I'm trimming it.
You want to go this way.
This way?
Yeah, see the arrow says turn it that way to put the nose down. So put the nose where it should be and just turn it, keep turning it a little bit. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, you see? Keep going, a little more, turn it, keep it, don't be afraid. Just like that. See, it's still too much. So what we need to do is literally roll that down and find out where that's going to work. But you got to go back to that power setting that you had. And that's why you always have to hold it level where you're going.
I'm actually going to be careful.
All right. So what I'm trying to do is find a certain power setting at a certain altitude without pressure.
Okay.
And that's the whole thing. That's what this thing is going to do. And if it's too much down, you go back up. You find the sweet spot. And now instead of controlling this much, all you're controlling is just a little bit. And that's what you're trying to do. All right. So keep that going. And if it sinks down a little, that's fine. Now, Worcester's over that way.
Yeah.
There you go. So give me a left turn, and you see the airport's just over that way there. That's Webster Lake over there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, do you see it, Ella? I don't know if you can hear me. I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Just make sure it's close enough to your mouth, that's all.
All right.
So how come you're not as excited as your sister?
Oh, I am. I'm just like... My sister's driving, that's why.
So now you look, there's the city, and the airport is pretty much right in front of you here. So, she said to report on a left down one, which means that when I get here, I make a right turn to make landings to the left.
Okay.
So when they say left traffic, or left, left downwind, that's referring to all your turns to the left. If they say right, then you're on the other side, possibly doing a right turn. Or even here, if there is the other runway, it would be a right base instead of a left base. Now let me know when you see the airport.
Okay.
Now this green mark around that, that's their airspace.
Oh.
Because remember, it's a control field. Putting it down the bottom here. This top radio is really getting a pain in the butt here. Good enough. Anyway, I'm on the second radio. It's a little quieter, I think. Let's see. Yep, I have no idea. There's got to be something in this radio here. That's what I've been doing all day. There's a loose connection, and it actually works. We thought it was a temperature thing.
Yeah.
So the other day, I took the air from here and I let it go up into there, and it came on, and we thought, oh, maybe it's a temperature sensor whacking out or something, right? So it's doing it today. Wouldn't come back on. I know it wasn't that hot. So I hit it with something and it came on. So that's why my flashlight's up here. It's not that I can't see. it's almost like a little hammer.
Booster Tower, Riverjet 41 is in a wide left downwind for runway 29.
Woohoo!
That Mount Watch, you sit up ahead?
41 with the tower altimeter 3004, report turning left base.
They're right there now. So you're going to ask me how far out we are or what?
Cherokee 31 November, stay position.
That's we're in November, about 5 and we're just over the Mass Pike right now, heading 020.
Cherokee 31 November, watch for a beach jet. 4 southwest of the field, eastbound on a wide left downwind. Say altitude.
Okay, we're presently at 2. We're going to hold 2.
Roger, thank you. Jet 41.
Now you see why it's important to hold altitude and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you hold it. The airport's in front of us. He's on a wide left downwind, and he's probably behind us.
All right, I can't see him.
You might.
Oh, is that him?
Yep. Yeah, we got him in front of us. We'll come in behind, obviously.
Cherokee 31 November, roger. Jet 41, the Cherokee has you in sight.
Roger, Jet 41.
He's on a high downwind. Normally downwind.
Just got the base call runway 29
because he's a bigger aircraft, they might be a little bit higher, you know?
Yeah.
And that's it. So this is a control field. It's a good thing because if they get busy enough, they're not that busy, but they do get busy. But if an airport gets real, let's say just for the heck of it, it wouldn't happen, but let's say Southbridge got really busy and jets were coming in and everything. Well, there's an airport in Waterbury, Oxford that actually used to be like Southbridge, longer runways, but it got so busy they actually got a control tower there now. So the airspace is Class D airspace, called Delta airspace. And we have to establish the two-way radio communications that we just did. I had to tell her who I was, where I was, altitude, things like that. And they need to know that because it's, you know, so they're controlling what's going on. They don't have radar, and the facilities that do have radar, it's a lot easier for them. Now here's what I show all my students. I said, if you're at the TPA and you're, let's say you're on the downwind, you see how the nose is getting ready to touch the airport if I keep level?
Yeah.
See that? So as soon as that nose touches the airport, guess what I'm going to do?
Check with you, and I'm going to switch over to runway 15. Enter right downwind, runway 15, report downwind.
Okay, I'm calling you right down runway 15, 31 November. Okay, so she just changed the runways for me. She wants me to land on that runway over there.
Oh.
And we're going to do a touch and go, and we're just going to take off and go back out that way now. So,
wind 200 at 12.
As a student, you have to make, so you're not here at this field all the time like it would have been if we were staying here, right?
Yeah.
So what you would have to do, according to the FAA, you have to come to a controlled field solo and make 3 full stop landings. But by that time, you'll be an expert at it.
Okay.
See? So anyway, what I was saying is, as soon as the nose touches the runway like that, it's a cue for you to start doing your downwind, which is parallel to 15. And tower 31 November on a right downwind right now for 15.
Check with you, November. This be a full stop.
Now we're going to do touch and go. We're heading out back to the west.
Check with you, November. Runway 15, clear touch and go. On the go, right turn on course approved.
Okay, clear touch and go. Runway 15. Sorry about that. 31 November. Okay, so right now, look at the runway. Where do I turn base? Now you see between the wing and the tail, I'm looking for about 45 degrees, somewhere around. It's an approximation. I can say, well, somewhere over this lake might work. Get ready to land, fuel pump, mixture rich. I go through all this litany of things
41,
while I'm not hitting
taxiway,
stuff.
Delta, hold short of runway 1533.
Hey, if I get too low, I add power. There's all kinds of ways I can do this here. I'm on the base. I'm looking at my runway over there, and that's where I'm going. This is the base leg, and this is a right base. See, because I'm making right turns. And, you know, that's kind of like that. Hey, I'm making a climbing right turn. You know why they call it that? I don't know. So we're going to do a touch and go here. Now remember I said the shape of the runway?
Yeah.
It's not there yet, see, so I'm not really going to turn on to it. But we're low, we're a little fast. I don't care. We're doing touch and go. See, those lights are telling me I'm too low. So if I want to say, well, I want to get on them, now watch this. See? So red over white, that's the glide path.
Red over white, I see it, yep.
Red over white, you're all right. White over white, you fly all night. Those are the sayings.
Nice.
The carb heat, I don't really need it, but I'm actually going to put it on. Fuel pump is on. I'm ready to land the plane. And now, what I'm doing here, just like a rifle, same with the pressure here. I'm looking at one spot on that runway and I'm aiming at it. If I get too low behind it, I can bring power. If I got a lot of airspeed, I can use that. If there's a lot of pressure, I can trim it out, things like that. But I'm not going to right now. We'll get into that down the road. And you hit the rein, it keeps the airplane clean. Okay, so we used to actually, believe it or not, you see this shortness here?
Yeah.
We used to actually stop and get off at that taxiway right there.
Oh, wow.
We used to call that the Echo Challenge. Now, you see the amount of pressure I'm applying? I don't want the nose to come up too quickly, but I want to get rid of that energy. See? Yeah. So we're on the ground. The flaps are dropping. Everything's good. I'm going to get ready to take off. And I'm watching my... She didn't ask me to hold. That's good. Okay. So we're touch and go. Again, we got so much airspeed now. We can easily go.
Taxi electric via Delta with the right turn on Bravo. And rectex is on the south side of the terminal.
Everything's good. I double check. I want my nose up if it's going down too low. Whatever I feel to get that to stay without touching it, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, and we're going to climb up to about 1,600 or so. So keep the nose on the horizon. That's going to give us a good climb rate there. It's not so bad.
And now we're going to orange.
Yep. So right now I'm going to put that in, but while we turn. So let's go to 1600 first.
Okay.
Or 1500 is fine. Do a nice slow turn to the right.
To the right? Okay.
Yep. She didn't say left or whatever, so she just said on course. If she said left turn out, then I would make a left turn out. There you go. Now we're going to turn to a heading right about here, which is about 290, give or take.
Okay.
Well, actually 330, which is over here.
Okay.
So I'm going to put orange in here. Now this is a WAS. It may actually be in here. It has more information than the Cessna. Now I'm going to be looking for K-O-R-E. And let's see. Oh, there it is right here. See it? So it's 27 miles, 330 on the heading. So I go direct, enter, enter. And it's going to draw you a little line. And now keep turning me over this way. We're actually going to parallel 1.5. What's the opposite of 1.5, which is 150? It's 3.3, which is 3.0.
Okay.
So you learn that as you go, no big deal. Good. Now let's go up to about 3,000 feet, so keep me climbing. And there's the 1.5, the shorter runway. See how you're paralleling it?
Yeah.
And you're on 330, give or take, close enough. And there's orange right in front of you, straight out there.
Sirius 122 Foxtrot Alpha with the tower, altimeter 3004, runway 29, clear low approach. Clear low approach, 2 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, I was a little confused because we were on the other runway the last time.
That's right. Well, she changes because she wanted this jet to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they burn a lot of fuel, and I don't mind helping them out. Yeah, they burn fuel a lot more than we do, that's for sure. Good. Now try to level us at 3,000.
Okay.
So pitch it for certain speed that you want, bring the power back. Try about 2,400 or so, 2,450. But don't do that yet. So actually, once you get there, pitch it first, give it a minute, remember the inertia, and then slowly bring the power back where you want. Feel the pressure, give it a few seconds, and then hold it. You got to hold it where you want it to be, and then trim that pressure off so you don't have to hold it that tight. That's it. You don't have to hold all that pressure. There you go. Push the nose down below the horizon. Okay, keep coming down. Now level attitude is going to look like something like that. That would be the 0, and that's staying there. So remember, if that doesn't move, that will move. So push your nose down a little more. Trying to keep it right here. See that view?
Yeah.
Right there. And then my orange is kind of over this way, kind of losing a little bit. All right, so now bring your power back to about 2,300, something like that. Keep coming back, but keep this where it is. Don't let it go up or down. Come back a little more. Keep coming back. A little more. A little more. Yeah, right about there. So now hold that. Now we even have what's called a lock on here. See this lock here?
Yeah.
Fire repeats off. Okay, gonna lock this in right now. And we're gonna try to lock it into the, so I don't hit it. Like, you know, if it's very windy and you're bouncing around, you might hit it. So you just kind of lock it on here. It's a friction lock, they call it.
Okay.
Right? Now, you see that mountain out there?
Yeah.
That's Mount Monadnock. That's to the north. So I know easily I'm off course just for the fact that I know if that's north, that's about 330. We see it, and here it is right here. So we're going to try to hold straight and level. So the altitude's off. You just fix it a little at a time. If it's off that much, you add some power and get back up there.
Okay.
I always go back to my power setting because I need to know if what I did comes back to the point that I started with that power setting.
With the Tower 2 Foxtrot Alpha is on the mission, we'd like to come back for another ILS. Sirius 2 Foxtrot Alpha, roger. I just informed approach. I'll be switching over now.
Told you it was
Information
bumpy.
Yankee will be
How you
coming up
doing? You
shortly.
right?
Yeah, I'm
runway
fine.
15 and runway 11 in use.
So look,
Contact
I'm not doing it. She's doing it.
Full contact, Tower 2 Foxtrot Alpha.
Now, once I get out of the airspace here at Worcester, or before I do, I don't have to really call her, and I'll just let her know I'm clear to the west, or northwest. That's our 31 November cleared northwest.
Check with 31 November, roger.
Have a great day. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to 1228 because I know that's the frequency at Orange because I'm out of the airspace there. But I want to, what's the weather at Orange? Well, they actually have weather reporting. Someday we might get it. when we grow up at the Southbridge there. So it's 35,675. I'm going to put that on here. Here it is. I'm going to move it over and listen to that weather.
10.
Now, the reason it's staticky like that because we're too far away.
Church. Celsius. Dew point 01 Celsius. 3002.
002 is the
Altitude
altimeter.
1,600. Orange Municipal Airport.
Well, look for the
Orange,
wind.
Massachusetts.
There is no wind.
2058 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition scattered 1, 2.
Jet 41 was declared clear to the
23 Celsius. Dew point 01. 3.
So the reason we called and looking for the wind, that's based on the runway I'm going to land. Well, since the winds are calm, they have what's called a calm wind runway. You can land any way you want, really, but they prefer you be in one, which is runway 32, which just happens to be almost right in front of us. Now, as a student, I don't ever want you to go straight in. But if there's nobody there, we might do that because we're just going to do a touch and go, and we're going to head over towards the farm. So with that one.
Departing traffic. All in place, south onward.
They seeming to keep like getting pushed to the right.
That's working on
traffic. Stardust or left.
some of it's the thermals, some is the air moving around. You know, basically, if you could see the air, you would see a lot of turmoil out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some two in sight.
Now, when we get about 10 miles of that airport, I'm going to call somebody there.
I don't see us.
And we're going to let them know we're coming in there. So it'll be like orange traffic, Piper 8831 November, okay, or Cherokee. We're actually a Cherokee. But we always say Piper. The Warriors, we always say Warrior. I don't know why we always say Cherokee in this plane. I mean, Piper. They did the Cherokee. All the Piper airplanes, if you notice, they're named after Indians.
Yeah, I saw that
Piper,
name,
Apache, Seminole, all that stuff. Maybe the guy was an Indian. I don't know. Could be.
Can I pop open this little window over here?
Sure. You can get sucked out.
Barrington is 47 Victor was 2
Where'd you go?
We're entering pattern for 29.
Now on the right side, down by your leg, your left leg there,
Yep.
there's a little vent there. If you push that vent over, you'll get some air coming out of that.
Oh yeah, it's already coming.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You okay?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I just always wanted to open the window.
Usually when people ask for air, I'm like, okay, nervous. Hey, where's my bag?
Not too bad, Mike. You're going to stay down low or you want to climb?
Now the cool thing about this, shut some of these guys up there, talking to
Yeah, we'll level off right here.
So right now, they're about 60 miles in front of us, and we have things called approaches to these airports, okay?
Saw you come in the middle.
There you go, just bring the nose down. So remember, you want to keep it level. You don't want to climb where we're staying at 3, right?
Yeah.
So 3 is this way, not that way. And then it's actually right about here somewhere, something like that. Anyway, so they have what's called approaches, but on this one here, since I have orange in here, I can literally just make a little line that's going to show me exactly where the runway is. See that?
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's your runway. It's kind of over this way. Let's kind of slow down a little bit. When it gets too bumpy in the car, what do you do?
Slow down.
Slow down. So we don't need to go that fast. I always tell everybody, don't go too slow, don't go too fast.
What's like a good speed?
Go half-fast.
Traffic, Sierra 32 Mike Whiskey, 7 miles to the east.
They told you it was bumpy today.
Yeah, a little bumpy.
Yeah. It's you know, it's weird, and because, you know, when I first started flying, I hated this stuff, drove me nuts. Right now, if I was sitting here flying, I don't even think about it because it doesn't really bother me at all. But
Yeah.
remember Newton's law we went over?
Yeah.
Well, I think once I understood that, I knew what was going on. And I guess I accepted it as the truth. We gotta go that way now. See this little thing on here?
Yep.
Actually, it's just like flying a video game. That little airplane, if you put it right, it'll actually take you right to the runway.
Pretty good at video games, so.
Oh, there you go. You ever play Half-Life?
Oh yeah.
I love that game. The newer one, the older version.
The older version.
And the newer one's really good. It's got really good
I
dynamics.
haven't played the newer one.
The old version, I could not believe how much stuff they had in that little disc. I was like totally blown away. It took me months to play that game, and I played it like I don't know how many times. Did you ever finish it? The level?
No.
Oh, I did. I beat it like 3 times. And my favorite one is Far Cry, the original Far Cry.
I've heard of that. I've never played it.
That is just an awesome game. That's so good. It takes place like in the tropics and stuff, different places. It's really, really good. It probably reminds you of Vietnam a little bit and stuff.
Bird poop.
Well, when you're drooping, see the power? You keep it like about 22, 23 is good. See, so now I'm getting ready. I'm going to call them. It doesn't matter 10. It's just suggested. I could call them 20 out if I wanted to.
Okay.
In fact, if I was a Learjet coming in there, wouldn't I call them a little further out than 10?
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm moving faster. Orange traffic, Piper 8831 November is about 12 miles to the southeast. Be inbound for landing, touch and go, runway 32 Orange. Hey, I just told them who I am, where I am, what I'm doing.
Downwind, runway 20, southward.
That's southward, so that's way back that way where we just came from. Now, again, if you follow this video game, no wonder you didn't win the level. I was not paying attention.